Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, April the 17th. And you know what that means? It's time for vlog number 5 of my NHL playoff wrap-up for this wonderful Tuesday. We're outside today. It's a little chilly. It rained yesterday, so we're rocking the FHT hoodie. It's going to get warmer later on today, and this weekend we're heading into the 80s, hopefully putting the winter behind us once and for all. And, you know, we're hoping. However, the winter's still here in the hockey world. We're still in the playoff mode, and last night we had four games in the playoffs, and we're going to start off with the best one, in my opinion, the one that made me happy, the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Boston Bruins. The Leafs, coming off 2 dismal performances in Boston, finally got to come home, where they had won 16 of their last 18 games at home. Home cooking for the Leafs. They had to come up big here, or else going down 3-0 was going to be a phenomenally terrible task to overcome. So the Leafs came home. They came out strong. The fans were rocking. The national anthem, if you guys had a chance to see it, "O Canada," was sung by the fans. It's a pretty great thing when you see that happen. So the Leafs came to play tonight. Boston also came to play. It was a pretty good game till the third period. The key to this game obviously was the Leafs shutting down the big line. Pastrnak, Bergeron, and that guy that we don't like very much, Brad Marchand, were shut down. No points on the night after they had like a bazillion points in the first 2 games. Austin Matthews with a big goal. James Van Riemsdyk opened the scoring, Matthews, and then the offseason acquisition. One of the reasons we got this guy from as a free agent from San Jose was for games like this, the playoffs, where he has the experience, where a lot of these young guys don't have the experience. Patrick Marleau came to play, scored 2 big goals to shut the game down for the Leafs. The Leafs won the game 4-2, despite being outshot 42-30 by the Bruins. Now, Freddie Anderson was interesting in this game. He did give up what I felt were 2 questionable goals. However, in the grand scheme of the game, he had an unbelievable game. 42 shots on goal, 40 saves. He made a save with about 2 minutes left with the Leafs up 42 with the goalie pulled. A save that you have to watch to appreciate. It's on all the highlights. Take a look at it. He just used the paddle and just unbelievable rob. If the Bruins score there, they still have 2 minutes with the goalie out. Anything can happen. He shut him down. The Leafs win 4-2. They're back in the series, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. They got a couple of days off to rest, and they come back Thursday night. It's a home. Anything happens at home in this playoffs, as we're going to see going into the next couple of games as well. So we're happy. We're rocking. We're not sad. We were a little upset with I don't know. This is going to be a little bad, but Brad Marchand, every time I see him on the TV, it just irks me. Like, I can't look at the guy. He just, you know, he's an amazing player. He's played for Canada, but I can't stand it. Every time I look at him, I want to punch the TV. I'm sorry, I want to punch the TV. It just irks me to no end, and that's what he does. Every time one of our players looks at him, they get so upset. They draw him into stupid penalties, and that's why he's so effective. That's why their line is probably the top line in the NHL right now. Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak. The Leafs shut him down last night. No points for that trio, and the Leafs win 4-2. We'll see you back Thursday. 2-1. Boston still leads. Next game, similar situation. New Jersey comes home. They had lost the first 2 games in Tampa. We have Tampa as a big favorite in this series, but New Jersey decided they're going to come to play. Taylor Hall, who I don't know if he is underrated, but I think he is, you know, one of the top players in the NHL. He led the team. He scored a big goal last night. Tampa Bay was shut down pretty heavily. Interesting little tidbit: Michael Grabner last night was a healthy scratch. They picked up Michael Grabner at the trade deadline from the Rangers for a couple of prospects and a draft pick, a prospect and a draft pick. But he was not played. He did not play. Corey Kincaid, who had started the first 2 games for the Devils in net, did not play, and the Devils went with Corey Schneider. So a couple of lineup changes. It worked out for the Devils. They win the game 2-1. 5-2, and Tampa still leads the series 2-1. We still think Tampa's going to win the series, but New Jersey is not. Like I said, just like the Leafs, just like the next game that we're going to talk about, Colorado, they came to play at home, and home advantage proved to be good for the New Jersey Devils. Now, the score was 5-2, but the game was a lot closer than the score indicates, as the Devils scored 2 empty net goals to basically wrap up the game 5-2. The next game, Colorado and Nashville. I made a couple of predictions before the playoffs, and I predicted Nashville would run through this team. Well, they're not going to sweep, it looks like. Colorado at home had a great game, and a rare bad outing by Pekka Rinne. We discussed this with a couple of friends last night. There's a lot of good goalies in the playoffs. Pekka Rinne being one of them. You saw some great performance last night from Freddie Anderson. We've seen in the Vegas series. Well, as much as I could watch. See my rant yesterday. No good. Anyways, the Fleury and Quick. We have some great goalies, and Marty Jones, which we're going to talk about in a minute. There's been some great goalies, but Pekka Rinne, who's a pretty good goalie in his own right, did not have a great game. He was pulled after 4 goals. Nathan McKinnon scored 2 goals. Landeskog with a goal and 2 assists. Colorado takes care of Nashville at home 5-3. And just like the Leafs and just like the Devils, they come home after trailing 2-0 and they win the 3rd game. We talked about this yesterday. The 3rd game is very important. The 1st game, all the odd number games. The 1st game is very important to set the tone for the series. You win the 1st game, you're up. The 3rd game is very important because in this case, if the Leafs, the Devils, or the Avalanche lose the 3rd game last night, they're done. They're not coming back from 3-0. But they won the 3rd game. They have momentum. They're all back in the series, and that's that. Now, the 5th game, obviously, again, is very important. Very important, because if you don't win the 5th game, you're typically losing the series on that game, or you're falling behind quite a bit. So, 5th game, and obviously the 7th game. 7th game, no doubt, you don't win, you don't win. Does that make sense? You don't win, you don't win. Yeah, that's right. I said it. 7-game series, Colorado, Nashville. I don't know if it's going to go 7 games. I still think Nashville is the team to beat. Pekka didn't have a very good game, and when you have a guy like Nathan McKinnon, you're always in a game. He's a game breaker. He's had a career year, possibly an MVP type year. I think he's the reason the Colorado Avalanche made the playoffs. And Jonathan Bernier played okay yesterday. He's not in that top. He's not with the top goalies that I mentioned before. Pekka Rinne, Tuukka Rask, Freddie Anderson, Fleury, Quick. All these goalies, we don't see Bernier there, but the Avalanche won. And if they had a great goaltending, they might even be up 2-1 in this series. But they're not. They won their home game. Game 3 at home goes to the Avalanche. They're still trade 2-1. Now, the last game, the Battle of California, we're a little bit surprised here. Before the series, again, my video, check out my video, Playoff Predictions by Serge. Check it out. It's pretty cool. I love it. I love making predictions. But we were wrong here, maybe? Unless Anaheim's going to, just all of a sudden bounce back and come back and win 3 games. We thought this was going to go at least 6 or 7. But San Jose, wow. They came home last night, and did they ever handle the Anaheim Mighty Ducks? They didn't score 5 goals. They didn't score 6. They scored 8 goals. Gibson was pulled 8-1 final. We had 8 different goal scorers on this lane. So we talk about this balanced scoring. It's very important to get balanced scoring in the playoffs, because look what happens in Boston where you shut down their top line. They don't win. You need to get balanced scoring, and did they ever get balanced scoring? 8-1. San Jose comes home to the Shark Tank and goes up 3-0 against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, essentially putting the dagger into their playoff hopes, because let's face it, book them, Dano. They're done. They're not coming back. If they come back, okay, I'm not going to say anything because you never know what can happen, but they're not coming back. The Ducks are going to probably go out in 4 or 5. Now, interesting little stat in this game. Despite San Jose outscoring the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 8-1 on the scoreboard, the shots on goal 46-36 in favor of Anaheim. So we've talked about Marty Jones before. Marty Jones is, again, there were some issues with him maybe during the year. We didn't know if he was going to be that guy again. Is he going to regain his form? It can carry this team into the Stanley Cup. Looks like it. Marty Jones is having a great year. And the Sharks are doing this all without their big leader, Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton is still out. He has resumed skating. He's doing some light skating. Possibly he will be back for the second round. And looks like they don't need him right now in the first round. Maybe if the Sharks can win this quickly, they will get him back in the second round. So getting a guy like that back, wow, add him to this offense that is clicking right now on all cylinders, phenomenal. The Sharks take this one 8-1, and they are up 3-0. They are going to try to close them out at home 4 in a row. The only two teams right now that have a chance, well, the two teams that are up 3-0 are the Sharks and Las Vegas. We can see a team get eliminated tonight. Will the LA Kings get eliminated? Will I be able to watch the game somehow? Probably not going to be if I'm at home. Again, check my rant from yesterday. So there you have it. Vlog number 5, Tuesday morning. We are going to wrap this up. Now, you guys, please, you need to do me a favor. Please, when you're watching this video, see that subscribe button somewhere here or here? Click it. Just click. It doesn't cost anything. It really makes me happy. It gets my videos more recognition. We want to be famous. We want to be big. We want to grow this vlog from the views we're getting. Thank you, by the way, for every single one of you guys watching this video. Please press it. Just press the subscribe button. Make a little comment. Tell me, Serge, you're wrong. The Leafs suck. Say something. I appreciate every comment you guys make. And, you know, like it. Like it, thumbs up, or dislike it, thumbs down. If you're a Boston fan, I appreciate you. I don't hate the Boston Bruin fans. I don't hate most of the Boston Bruins. There's just that one guy. I don't like him. I'm sorry, Brad. It's just, you're not going to win me over. Not going to happen. All right? We're very happy. The Leafs won. They're back in the series. Tampa Bay and New Jersey. New Jersey's back in the series. Colorado's back in the series. And Anaheim Mighty Ducks, you're cooked. Done. Serge Bogosian, FHC Sports, signing off Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Let the games excite you, entertain you, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.